always been really close with my mom, but we don't really have deep conversations. I'm the type of person who will corner someone in a bar and ask them about their deepest wound, and my mom likes to keep it a little bit lighter than that. I remember when I was in 5th grade, the nurse came to our class to teach us about our changing bodies, and I got sent home with a bag. All the girls got sent home with a bag that had a little travel-sized deodorant and a giant single diaper-sized Tampax pad and a cardboard box because you just need the one. And when I got home, my mom said, "Do we need to have a conversation?" And I said, "I don't know, do we?" And she shrugged and I shrugged, and that was our birds and the bees conversation. And this theme of not talking about important things carried on into adulthood. And when I was 30, I found out that my dad wasn't my biological father because my parents had used a sperm donor to conceive me. But 23andMe told me that. But even though we didn't talk about really important things, my mom has always been a tremendous source of support and love for me. She is my home and my safety and my comfort, and she's really quirky. I love that she knows the name of every Real Housewife in the Bravo Real Housewives series franchise. And I love that the way she cleans the bathroom is by taking Pine Sol, that lemon lime cleaner, and just dumping into the toilet, and that's how we clean the bathroom. That's how we know the bathroom is clean. And a couple of years ago, I really needed the love and support of my mom. I was living in Austin, and my boyfriend woke up one morning and said he was leaving, and he moved out of our apartment, and it was very unexpected, and I was reeling. And so I called her to ask if she would come stay with me for a while. She was living in Dallas, and she said she would, and the 3.5-hour drive usually took her about 5.5 hours. She took the right lane the whole way on the highway. She made it. And I was so relieved when she got there. I was spinning, and I was asking myself all the questions that one normally asks themselves when a relationship ends. You know, I said, "Mom, do you think he met someone else? Do you think he was planning to leave for a long time? And in my darkest moments, do you think he left because I gained weight during COVID?" And I never knew if my mom could really relate to my spinning in this way because she had been married to my dad since she was 18, and they were married for 36 years before he died. But she listened, and I went on like this for a couple of weeks. I cried a lot. I asked a lot of questions until one morning she came into my room and said, "Sam, I need to tell you something." And this was unusual. And she went on to say, "I thought about ending my marriage with your dad every day. And I didn't have a lot of choices in my life. I regret not living my life more for me, and I'm so proud of you for living your life for you." And something in me shifted that day. I stopped thinking about their marriage as a perfect fairy tale that I might never attain. And for the first time in my apartment with the Real Housewives playing in the background, I really saw my mother. And I stopped thinking about people in two categories: the happy, married people with families and the sad, single, lonely people, because life is far more complicated than that, and there's so much beauty in that complication. I started to hold gratitude for my life just exactly as it was, and for myself exactly as I am. Now, a 36-year-old woman who's managed to travel all over the world, single, who is vice president of that company, a woman who has many choices, a woman who cleans the bathroom by pouring half of the Pine Sol in the toilet bowl. Thank you.